Hello, folks. Not even that bright out. I don't think I even need glasses, but I look less ugly with glasses on. And I want to talk about how I can identify with neurotypical people just a little bit in terms of motivation and ability to do things. A lot of people can't really bring themselves to do something unless they want to do it, unless they're into it. Now I've seen it at times in the workplace where like someone's having a bad day, they just won't do their job because they don't feel like it. Like, I don't feel like doing it. And they get like stubborn and like you think, dude, they might fire you if you don't do your job. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. All right. I didn't think that feeling bad about something could be so disabling until I got into singing karaoke. And now that I do it to try to make money, I run the show, and as part of running the show, if there's not enough singers in the rotation, in my case, it's usually if there's less than 8, then I'll sing to fill up time. And I'll sing songs based on how I read the room. I don't sing what I want to sing. I listen to what's going on. I try to show some social grace. Yeah, I'm here. So my whole life, being a kid, growing up, you need to learn social skills. You need to learn to observe people. Learn some social graces. So I learned them. I learned social graces, and now I learn to read the room as best I can. What's the vibe of the room? What are people singing? And I try to sing something that fits in to what people are in the mood for. And quite often it's stuff I'm not interested in. Now, what am I interested? I love typo negative. Oh, I like Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. Not that I can do a lot of it, but I could do like Gates of Babylon. Um, I like some epic power metal. If you keep down towards the lower tones, what do you call that? Not soprano, not alto, but down in my vocal range. But most people don't like that. You don't. I've tried singing typo negative, and unless you're with like young people and like alt themed, cultural hangout, people don't want to hear typo negative. God no, it is negative stuff. It's some dark theme stuff. It's tongue in cheek dark humor. And so I learned that, okay, well, what I need to do is I'm here to entertain the customers, not express myself. I'm not here to be me. I'm here to be a customer service person. I'm providing a service, and so I need to sing something that fits into the vibe. So if it's in a country music vibe, then I don't know a lot of country, but I might go towards something that's country adjacent, some twangy rock music or something. Sweet home Alabama. I can't even sing that, but you know what I'm getting at. Some Skinner or I'll do like Metallica's version of Turn the Page or something like that. I like to sing, like Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues. But it's a sad song, and romantic song, and it's just not the right time or place most of the time for that. So if you're just a customer at a karaoke party, you sing whatever the hell you want, and everyone else has to deal with it. But if you're the KJ, then you need to sing what fits into the mood. Now, maybe, and that's not true for everybody. In my case, it is, because I don't have the charisma to just do something offensive. Like, I have a friend who, I swear to God, he could probably walk into the room, and YouTube, this is hypothetical, okay? He could hypothetically walk into the room with a screaming baby on a pitchfork, and people think he's hot and charming. And that's not me. So I have to try to fit in. And quite often, though, the songs I need to sing to fit in, I I might know them, but I'm not passionate about them. And that brings me back to the point of I began with, okay? Where you feel like you don't want to do it. Well, I don't want to do it. And I find that my skill at singing gets far worse when I don't want to do it. Not that I'm a great singer to begin with. I can, hit something here and there now and then, but a if I were trained musically, if I was a professional, like vocally trained person with years and years of practice, then I could muscle through just about anything I could sing and do it competently. And you may not know that I'm having a bad day. You may not know I'm not in the mood. I'm sure there's plenty of musicians who travel, rock stars, country stars, whatever, blues stars. You have things going on in your life, or just where hormonal fluctuations, or you had a bad night's sleep, and you're having a shitty day. So you're like, oh God, I got to perform tonight. I don't want to do this, but you do it. You get up and you do it, and people really can't tell you're having a bad day. I mean, maybe it might seem like it's not his greatest performance, but it's still really damn good. So in my case, not being vocally trained, and I'm not going to be vocally trained. I'm not going to take years of voice lessons just to be a part-time karaoke KJ. So don't give me that. Oh, you got to grind. You got to climb that Mount Everest and be a conqueror. If I'm not in the mood to sing, I'm a lousy singer. And my best effort's still shit. I try to muscle through it, just mechanically, and it sucks. And you can tell it's mechanical. You can tell I don't want to do it. And much as I try to conceal it, I can't. So the point of this video is I finally can at least identify with you're a neurotypical person who can't lift boxes because they're in a bad mood. They're not doing it very well. They can't pound nails because they're not in a foul mood. They can't, I don't know, hook pieces of widgets together because they're in a bad mood. They can't do a very good job at it because they don't feel right. None of that was ever an impediment to me. In fact, if I was having a shitty day, like I'd have more lifting power because I was angry. I had more lifting power because I was disgusted. Like, yeah, put this negative energy to work. Push that lawnmower faster. Do whatever, right? Pound those nails. I could use that for focus. I could use my anger and my misery and my sadness for focus, but I can identify now, and that's an achievement. Because if I can't sing well because I'm not in the mood, then I have to acknowledge that other people can't do other things well because they're not in the mood. Like the thing they could, but we're all wired differently. So congratulations for me. Yay. I achieved something. I'm so fucking proud of myself. Thanks for watching.